Being a glassblower or having a glassblowing studio, you have to do so many things. You have to be a welder, you have to be able to work with refractories, and you have to build all your stuff, or at least most people do. And for me, the funnest thing of the whole thing is just having glass, having that hot goop on the end of a blowpipe, and just the way it moves and the way it looks as it's moving around and the way it feels is just wonderful. And so that's my favorite part of being a glassblower. I make most of my own colors here at the shop, which is not something that many glass blowers do. So it gives me a little bit different palette than a lot of people, and I really like that. And some of my pieces are kind of based off of the color themselves. Like there's a series that I do that's called Autumn Primavera, and it's all about fall time here in the mountains. And then I have another series that's like Spring Primavera, and it's kind of spring colors. And then I have another series that is about scuba diving on the reefs. And a lot of the blues and the ambers and the reds that I make are inspired by seeing those colors on the reef. I think the one thing that you need to have to be a good glassblower is just love for the material, because it takes so long to get good at making something. But all along the way, it's such a beautiful material that even if you're just making a little glob, it's just this beautiful thing, the way that it transmits light and reflects the light. And a lot of times when I teach workshops, one of my assignments will be to try and make something ugly out of glass. And not very many people are successful at it, just because it's such a beautiful material. Well, I was lucky enough to grow up in western North Carolina, right next to Penland School. And so as a kid, I would go up there and run around in the studios a lot. And when I got into high school, Jane and Bill Brown, they were directing the school at the time, they asked me if I would be interested in taking some classes there, sitting in on some classes. And I said, sure, I'd love to do that. So when I was 15, I started taken some ceramic classes, and I studied with Warren McKenzie and Cynthia Bringle and Norm Shorman. I mean, all these amazing masters when I was just 15 years old. And then I did all kinds of other classes too. But as soon as I started doing things at Penland, I knew that I wanted to be a maker. And I was just around so many people there that were just passionate about it and having so much fun with it that I knew that that's what I wanted to do right away. A lot of my work is inspired by old Italian work, like stuff that was made back in the 1600s. It's amazing the skill level that they had back then. And so a lot of the techniques that I do come directly from that. And I really enjoy being part of that tradition and being part of that. But I also want to do something that's a little more contemporary and hopefully something that sort of has my own voice to it.